Chapter 1. The Unreadable Book, the Voynich Manuscript. What if the most dangerous book in human history was written in a language that doesn't exist? Discovered in 1912, the Voynich Manuscript is a 240-page medieval codex completely filled with an unknown, uncrackable alphabet. It is heavily illustrated with bizarre, unidentified plant species, strange astronomical charts, and human figures bathing in glowing green pools of liquid. For over a century, the world's top cryptographers, military codebreakers, and modern AI systems have tried to decipher the text, but every single attempt has completely failed. Carbon dating proves the book is real and over 600 years old. Did a madman invent an entire biological universe and language from scratch? Or is this the last surviving encyclopedia from a civilization that was wiped from the timeline? Chapter 2. The Siberian Blast. The Tunguska Event. On the morning of June 30th, 1908, the sky over Siberia split in half. A blinding flash of light tore through the atmosphere, followed by a shockwave so powerful it flattened 80 million trees over 2,000 square miles. The explosion was 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Yet, when scientists finally reached the remote epicenter years later, they found something impossible. There was absolutely no impact crater, no meteorite fragments, no asteroid debris. The trees at the direct center of the blast were stripped of their branches, but remained standing perfectly upright, completely defying the physics of a downward strike. What actually detonated in the sky that day? Some classified theories point to a catastrophic failure of an early Nikola Tesla wireless energy experiment, or a mid-air collision of something not from this world. Chapter 3. The 72-second message, the WOW signal. In 1977, the Big Ear radio telescope in Ohio was scanning the empty vacuum of deep space when it suddenly intercepted a terrifyingly loud, continuous radio signal originating from the constellation Sagittarius. The signal lasted exactly 72 seconds, the maximum window the telescope could observe it, and matched the exact frequency band that scientists believe an advanced alien civilization would use to communicate across the galaxy. The astronomer who reviewed the data printout was so stunned he simply wrote, "Wow," in red ink next to the numbers. Despite decades of pointing our most advanced arrays at that exact spot in the sky, the signal has never repeated. It was a single, deafening broadcast from deep space. Did they transmit a warning? Or did they finally realize we were listening and immediately go quiet? Chapter 4. The Sound of the Earth, the Taos Hum. In the early 1990s, residents of a quiet desert town in New Mexico began reporting a persistent, low-frequency hum vibrating through their homes. It sounded like a massive, heavy diesel engine idling miles away, just at the edge of human hearing. But the terrifying part wasn't the sound itself. It was the fact that acoustic equipment could not pick it up. Only about 2% of the population can hear the Taos Hum, and those who do report severe insomnia, dizziness, and a feeling of heavy atmospheric pressure. Investigations by acoustic experts and government researchers completely failed to locate a physical source. It isn't coming from local factories or power lines. Is it a mass psychological phenomenon? Or are a select few humans somehow tuning into the deep, grinding frequency of underground tectonic machinery? Chapter 5. The Fatal Rhythm, the Dancing Plague of 1518. In the summer of 1518, a woman named Frau Trophea stepped into a street in Strasbourg and began violently dancing in silence. She danced for days without stopping. Within a week, over 30 people joined her. Within a month, the crowd swelled to 400 frantic, uncontrollable dancers. They danced until their feet bled. They danced without music, unable to stop their own bodies. Dozens began collapsing and dying from sheer exhaustion, strokes, and heart attacks right in the middle of the street. The local authorities, completely baffled, bizarrely hired musicians to play music alongside them, believing they just needed to dance it out. which only made the lethal contagion spread faster. Modern science tries to blame ergot poisoning from moldy bread, but that causes violent seizures, not coordinated rhythmic movement lasting for weeks. What frequency took control of their nervous systems? Look closely at the history. Wake up. This is What If?